It's Uvalde Radio, Texas 12-pack. There you go, the number one Texas country song of the week, as reported by the Texas Regional Radio Report. That's for the week ending February 7, 2020. That's week 6 on the T3R calendar, and that was Parker McCullum and Pretty Heart. Been on the charts for 17 weeks. Last week at number 2. This week at number 1. And I'm telling you what, here's one of my number 1 guys. With me on the phone, Mr. John Teague.
What's going on, Uvalde Coyote?
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
We're doing great, man. Been busy, hard at it, looking down the road at the future,
Well, right on. Okay, so let me just, so everybody knows, John Teague, you're in the Teague Brothers Band, and most people know that they listen to the radio station. They know we got Teague Brothers coming along with Kinfo and Ragland on Friday, March 13th. That's going to be a show called Texas Country at the Crossroads, the concert at our beautiful, historic Uvalde Grand Opera House. So, here to talk to you, John. You got a brand new single. We're going to have you in Uvalde in about a month. So, man, what's going on? Last time I saw you guys, you and your brother were at the Opera House. We did a little interview back in the fall. What's been going on since then, man?
Well, obviously Coyote did pretty good.
Yeah.
It got up in the top 50 on a couple of the charts, and then it kind of catapulted us into doing the Steamboat Spring Music Festival up there in Colorado, and so took the whole band up there. Unfortunately, I had to. My brother had to stay back. He actually got a job in Arizona, doing working for GoDaddy.com. So big opportunity for him. So we wanted to go ahead and part ways on the music side. Me and him have been playing together since we were since we could play. 10 years old,
Right.
And so that being said, we wish him all the luck in the world and hopefully a lot of money too. And but the road still calls me, pretty strongly. So it's at some point we're going to be moving forward as just the John Teague band. But for right now, man, we're still rocking Teague Brothers Band until this single has kind of run its course. And we've got a whole new record we're working on with some great producers. I can't mention names yet because the contracts aren't all locked in, but we're really excited about what's coming up this year for everybody.
Well, it sounds good, man. Okay, so congrats to your brother, man. So he's got a new gig, and you guys seem like when we had you guys here. One of the really cool things about Teague Brothers Band was that you're brothers, and you guys had this cool chemistry, camaraderie, and be honest. I'm not trying to say it's not going to be great, but how's that going to affect you and the band, man? How are you regrouping?
Right. So I guess one of the crazy things is that it took 2 band members to fill his spot. So we had to. I've got a new mandolin / guitar player. He's a utility player, and he's been traveling around. He's fantastic. So if you've caught the last couple shows, you've already seen some of his work at Steamboat. If you saw us out there, same thing. And then our fiddle player that had just kind of been temporary with us, he's full time. So really, like I said, it took 2 guys, and then the fiddle player took up all the harmonies that Matt was doing, and it was a lot of work to turn it all around in a short time because I only had about a month before Steamboat, But so it was a lot of work, but we got it done, Well, that's really what it's about. So.
As far as how it all went down, was this kind of abrupt? Did you know he was kind of, throwing his hat in the ring for the gig? Was it kind of something that you, as the leader of the band, were kind of fretting over a little bit, or are you just kind of like, hey, you know what, it's cool, man, what was that conversation like?
Right.
Was it hard?
It was hard, brother. It was hard, because not only did we play music together, but we work together. We run this construction company together that I do. My day job is my wife and I own a construction company, and Matt was kind of the superintendent and helped everything along. And it gave us the freedom to travel on the road and all of that. So, it was like losing, my right hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was pretty tough. And not saying that Teague Brothers Band won't make a record again, but for now it's just going to be John Teague, here in the future, not too far from now. But that's kind of how it all went, and it was not easy. I say that, Robert. You know, and it was just. I wish it was easier, but it wasn't.
Well, hey man, I'm not one to pick at scabs, you know, and I know you need to go through some healing, but you know, as a fan, as a friend, you know, I'm just kind of interested in how that all went down because I know, I mean, especially again. Mm-hmm. One of the cool things is that it's kind of cool seeing brothers, literal family, you know, also expanding into a musical family. And I'm sure that the guys in the band are like brothers to you too, right? So Teague Brothers Band, not necessarily, you know, unfitting. I'm sure it's going to work out just fine.
Exactly. That's kind of the deal. Like, two of the band members, the bass player, Ryan Cobb, and my drummer, Tyler Tassin, we've been playing together for years. Mm-hmm. The bass player, I've been playing with him for about 5 or 6 years now. The drummer, the last 2 years. So, you know, it's not like the family feeling isn't gone, you know.
Right. So. Well, very cool, man. Well, you mentioned Steamboat, man. You got a top 50 single with Coyote, which, of course, you know, like we talked about, that's just like a theme song around here, man, because we got the Uvalde Coyotes are our thing. So, yeah, we're real excited. Now, the new single is Rainbow Bridge, right?
Yes, sir. Sure is.
Now, I want to say that's one of the ones you guys played live for us when you were out here doing our interview. So let's talk about the new single and your hopes for that.
Right. So we're hoping, you know, for a good turnout on it. You know, that's all of us do in the Texas scene. We hope people latch on to it and put it in their playlist. You know, that's all you can really hope for as far as that goes. And hopefully we get a good crowd turnout and some people wanting to come and hear us perform that live, because it's on the recording. It doesn't have the fiddle, but whenever we're live, it has a fiddle element to it that really just spices it up. But Rainbow Bridge, man, it's one of those Southeast Texas folk tales about the biggest bridge in Texas, which happens to be right here where we live, where we're from. Uh-huh. And so and if you dive into the song, it'll kind of Game of Thrones you a little bit. It's got like this tone of, I don't know, feel good, dance and all that, but lyrically it's got a powerful message, you know.
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah,
it's got something for everyone. You know?
It is a great song, and I'm excited that it's your latest single. So that just kind of pushed out to Texas radio here very recently. So we're excited to be playing that and getting the audience familiar with it as you guys make plans to come back to Uvalde for the big show, Texas Country at the Crossroads. Now, hey man, so you know you're going to be on the bill with Kinfo from San Antonio, and then you got Ragland out of Tahlequah, Oklahoma. You familiar with any of those guys? Are you excited about playing this gig?
I'm very familiar with them. Yeah. I don't know them personally, but we've been on the charts together. We've been on all the streaming things. We've been on the same radio circuit. And man, I'm fans of both of their music, and I really like Ragland. I love the way they put songs together. It really excites me. I love that kind of songwriting, storytelling kind of thing. And Kinfo too, man. They're just a good time. I mean, straight up.
I want to say that you guys in Ragland, would make a pretty good team. I mean, in the sense that you're both kind of folk country, you know, where there is definitely that storytelling element. And then, of course, Kinfo is more of just a, you know, cool Texas country fiddle-based, you know, stomping on the dance floor kind of band, which is going to be a great way to round out the night. But, yeah, I kind of feel like, in particular, you guys in Ragland might go real well together.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited to see what comes of that show. I know we're promoting it on our end. If we can get everybody in Uvalde to show up, that would be great. Just so, you know, just saying, everybody should definitely make their way out. It's going to be fantastic. And I don't know, there's not many rooms like that in Texas left, but I know the feel and the energy of that space is just really, it excited me. You know, I was like, we've got to do an intimate setting show here or a rockin' concert here. You know, either one would do really well in that room. So,
well, tell me this: what can we expect on Friday, March 13th? You know, when John Teague and the Teague Brothers Band come on by, what do you got in store for us?
Well, man, we've got a rockin' show put together. Like I said, I've got 2 permanent members. Be switching mandolin and fiddle around, and maybe even some banjo. But it's going to be a rocking show. And we've got new songs from the new album that hasn't come out yet or hasn't even been recorded yet. We're going to be playing some of those for you guys. So you're going to get a little bit of the future, of what's coming up for the Teague Brothers Band and John Teague in general, for the rest of the year. So I hope y'all come out and let's meet. I want to shake y'all's hands and thank Uvalde personally, for being just strong supporters of us. So it's been a real trip.
Well, right on. Again, we've been talking to John Teague of the Teague Brothers Band. You can see him live at Texas Country at the Crossroads. The concert coming up on Friday, March 13th at the Uvalde Grand Opera House along with Kinfo and Ragland. Get your tickets at uvaldeoperahouse.org. And, John, it's been really cool catching up with you, man. We're excited about the show. Of course, the latest album is called Harvest Day, and the new single is called Rainbow Bridge. I guess we're going to get into your track. Anything else you want to say about the new single as we get ready to play it for you?
Turn it up, man.
All right, well, crank this up, man. This is Teague Brothers Band, Rainbow Bridge, wrapping up the Texas 12-pack right here on Uvalde Radio. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lindsay had a history of turning heads, quiet as a church mouse with a book on her hip. Jed used to poke fun at the size of her ears, but he overdosed last year. As a child, she'd follow the bucks in the field, deaf to the crowd and numb to the feel, keeping a secret to block out fear, more than a child should bear. Nowadays, she's falling into eternity, and there's a parked car on the Rainbow Bridge. Her daddy should have loved her like her mama did. She grabbed her keys and granted her wish with a parked car on the Rainbow Bridge. Where does a soul go when it does not have a home? Said the preacher after a wake. People gossip and mama cried, and daddy's secret does lie in the bottom of Sabine Lake. Nowadays, she's falling into eternity, and there's a parked car on the Rainbow Bridge. Her daddy should have loved her like her mama did. She grabbed her keys and granted her wish with a parked car on the Rainbow Bridge. Not even a mention in Sunday's paper. Soon Lindsay may be justified. The journal uncovered the torture. Now daddy's doing life. There's a parked car on the Rainbow Bridge. Her daddy should have loved her like her mama did. She grabbed her keys and granted her wish with a parked car